if the planet has historically gone through these swings from hot to cold, from hot to cold, from hot to cold, and we humans can only happily live in a relatively narrow window of temperatures, does that make us incompatible with the planet, or is the goal to find ways to become resilient to these changes, or is the goal to sort of hit a set
Right.
point and to maintain it?
So there are, natural things that are going on. I mean, it's not quite cold, warm, cold, warm, cold, warm, cold. I mean, like, there's, we're not going to see another snowball Earth ever again. That was, the whole planet was basically covered in ice around 700 million years ago. We're not going to see that again. Hopefully, we're not going to see another hothouse kind of Cretaceous period. That's about 10, 15 degrees Celsius or the Fahrenheit warmer than today. Almost no ice left on the planet. That would be a huge perturbation from what we have now. No ice left. Sea level, maybe 80 meters higher than it is now. That would be bad news. But had we evolved in the Eocene, had we evolved in the in the Cretaceous, it's not that we would not have been able to live. I mean, we live, pretty much, everywhere from, not quite the hottest place on Earth to not quite the coldest place on Earth, but over a big wide span of different climates, and we're pretty nifty at that whole adaptation thing. Uh, it's not that the Cretaceous would be fatal to humans, except for the whole dinosaur thing, but that's not really the issue. The issue and the concern is that we have a vested interest in the status quo. Where we built our cities, how we grow our food, how we live, what we live, how we get around. All of those things are kind of predicated on a stable climate. Right? How close did you build that building to the shore? Well, because that's where the sea used to come to. Why did you grow these crops here? Well, that's because they're the ones that grow well here. Why did you build on that wetland? Well, you really shouldn't have. Anyway, we've built in a dependency on a stable climate. And now that the climate is not stable, then our kind of prior investments in all of the stuff that makes our world work is in jeopardy, and so that's the concern. The concern is not a Gaian one that we've upset the planet and now she's going to eject us into space.